Good afternoon. My name is Nicole LaChapelle, and I'm the mayor of East Hampton. This is my weekly update. Last week, we held our last public forum on our new school project, Pre-K-8, at the Whitebrook Elementary site. Thank you to everyone who attended, and as well, thank you to the School Building Committee for putting so much work over the last 2 years into developing a high-quality project. On our city website, as well as our school district website, there is a document of questions and answers asked over the last 6 forums. There are a couple of questions that I just want to highlight the answers to eliminate any confusion. One was, what will happen to the 3 elementary schools if we pass a new school? The schools will be no longer needed for educational purposes. The school department will then turn the buildings back to the city, and I will initiate a process to surplus the buildings as well as form a reuse committee that thoroughly looks at the opportunities that the city has with 3 new properties. We will discuss this in a public manner, and I look forward to forming that reuse committee after the vote. Another question was, is the city considering any plan to assist seniors, veterans, or disabled individuals afford the increase to their property taxes that the school project will necessitate? And the answer to that is yes. Last night at City Council, we increased the senior exemption from $700 to $1,000 and lowered the age for that exemption from 70 years old to 65 years old. There were also several proposals that came up at the forum that myself, with our financial director and school committee, are pursuing to help these individuals as well as families have this project be more affordable. I will give more information as we pursue each one of these leads. A few other important questions that came up at the forum were, what would be the timeline for being entered into the Massachusetts School Building Authority process for a new project if this project is voted down, and what would be the potential cost implications? The statement of interest for the current project was submitted in April 2014 and was invited into the eligibility period in March 2015. The vote for this current project will take place in 2018. It is expected that there would be a similar timeline for a new project with inflationary costs, currently at 4% per annum. Additionally, the School Building Authority will not participate in the funding of the feasibility study or significant portions of the schematic design phases of a new project, as they did with the current project. Connected to our last question is, what happens if we do not approve the school project on May 22nd? Will the Building Authority allow us to take a vote on a new project in November? And the answer to that is no. The Building Authority will not allow a vote on a revised or completely new project in November. And I think that that's very important to remember here. As our school committee chairwoman, Cindy Kwasinski, said at the forum, our buildings, especially our elementary buildings, have served their purpose. And we have a unique and very important opportunity to bring into parity all of our school buildings so every student pre-K to 12 is in a modern facility that facilitates the very best education and assists our educators in performing at their top potential. I cannot underscore enough the connection between a new school project and also our economic sustainability. The exciting things that are happening in East Hampton are connected going forward to top-notch school facilities and an education for our students. We owe it to our students and our community going forward to make East Hampton the most attractive, strongest, sustainable place for everyone to live. Another exciting initiative that we're undertaking in the city is to be a participant in the Mass Rides program that encourages biking and alternative transportation to and from work and school. The planning department has designated our assistant planner, Jamie Webb, as the coordinator for this initiative. Thank you, Jamie, for stepping up and taking on additional responsibilities. I also have to thank our city planner, Jeff Bagg, and also Scott Kavanaugh of the Mayoral Trail Committee for really making this a possibility for our city. Partnering with Lori Garcia on the school committee, we will have several bike and walk to school and work days in the coming month. As a part of the Safe Routes to Schools initiative, on Wednesday, May 9th, middle school students and high school students will meet up at the Public Safety Complex at 7:30 a.m. After grabbing a bagel donated by Tandem Bagels, they will bike or walk to school along South Street. There will also be incentives from the Safe Routes to Schools initiative for all students who are participating. The elementary students will have a similar event on June 1st, and we'll have more details for that coming up. On Friday, May 18th, we will celebrate Bike to Work Day. And we're asking not only city employees who are working on May 18th, but also other folks in town to bike to work. We'll have more details as we get closer and meetup points. I strongly encourage you to consider one of these dates and join us in biking to school or work. Thank you very much. Have a great week, and I'll see you soon.